Welcome back to the channel where we break down comics, cinema, and everything in between. Today, we're diving into James Gunn's creative philosophy and how it could redefine the superhero genre as we know it. From his brutally honest take on killing characters, to his thoughts on what really went wrong with the MCU, his nuanced vision for Batman, and yes, why Superman is not overpowered. Strap in. This one's deep. Let's start with a hallmark of James Gunn's storytelling: character deaths. Whether it's Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or most of the team in the Suicide Squad, Gunn doesn't shy away from killing off characters. But here's the thing, he doesn't do it for shock value. He does it to serve the story. In interviews, Gunn has said, and I quote, "A character dying can be beautiful, can be emotional. It can be the thing that transforms the story into something deeper." He doesn't believe in plot armor, that sense that your favorite character is safe just because they're popular. That's a big part of what made the Suicide Squad so thrilling. You really didn't know who was going to make it out alive. Compare that to the MCU's later phases, where death started to feel optional. Think about it. Loki dies, but comes back. Gamora dies, but a variant returns. Vision dies, but wait, here's White Vision. Gunn sees that kind of resurrection as a disservice to emotional stakes. And honestly, he has a point. Now let's get real. James Gunn didn't say, "The MCU is dead." But in his public comments and tweets, he's hinted at what went wrong. And it comes down to story bloat and oversaturation. He's mentioned how Marvel storytelling sometimes got tangled in setting up the next big crossover, instead of focusing on the present moment. And if you look at Phase 4 and 5, that tracks. Shows like Secret Invasion, Moon Knight, Eternals all had potential, but few felt cohesive. It was quantity over quality. James Gunn's philosophy? Don't write for the next movie. Write the best movie now. It's one reason he's taking his time with the new DCU, starting with Superman in 2025 and building from there. Not rushing into a Justice League, not announcing 50 projects. He's about curation, not content farms. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what superhero cinema needs right now. Now let's talk about Batman. Gunn's new DC universe will include a Batman story, the brave and the bold. But don't expect another gritty, solo detective tale like Matt Reeves' version. Gunn's Batman is a father. Yep, we're getting Damian Wayne. That choice says a lot. Gunn sees Batman as a character who can evolve, not just brood endlessly over his trauma. His Batman will be darker than Superman. Yes, but still someone who can grow, love, and be challenged. The presence of Damian, an assassin-raised son who kills without remorse, throws that into chaos. This isn't just a Batman who punches crime. It's a Batman who has to become a father figure to the worst-behaved Robin ever. In Gunn's words, it's a very strange father-son story, and it's going to be fun, but also emotional. That's the James Gunn stamp, emotional chaos beneath all the action. Now the big one, the character so many writers struggle with. Superman. A lot of critics say he's boring, he's too powerful, there's no tension. But James Gunn disagrees. He doesn't see Superman as overpowered. He sees him as misunderstood. Gunn believes Superman's true conflict isn't about who he can beat. It's about who he chooses to be. He's a god who could conquer the world. But instead, he chooses kindness. That's what makes him heroic. In fact, Gunn has said, it's not about him being perfect. It's about him trying to be good in a world that sees goodness as old-fashioned. And that's the crux of Superman, a story not about unstoppable strength, but about moral strength in a cynical world. Gunn has described his Superman as a guy who works for the Daily Planet, who saves kittens from trees and fights supervillains. He's grounded. He's vulnerable. He feels. That emotional realism, not physical limits, is what Gunn says makes Superman engaging. So when people ask, how do you make Superman interesting? James Gunn's answer is, you stop trying to limit him and start trying to understand him. Boom! So there you have it. James Gunn's creative philosophy is more than just edgy jokes and pop soundtracks. It's about truth, emotion, character evolution, and guts. Whether he's challenging death in storytelling, rethinking Batman, or making us fall in love with Superman again, Gunn is changing the game. What do you think about James Gunn's approach? Are you excited for the new DCU? Let's talk in the comments. And if you love this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss a single frame from this epic journey into the new age of superheroes. See you next time.